Well. Hello, I'm Waddles. I hope you're doing well today. I'm very excited to reveal what I've been working on for a good few days now at this point. Say hello to my grand Jungle Village project. The 1.14 update revamps villages. For the past few weeks now, on and off, I've been making some custom villages. So far, I've done the swamp, the flower biome, the nether, and now we are taking on the jungle village. This is my concept for a jungle village. The jungle is unfortunately not receiving a brand new village. However, the jungle has received its own villager variants. Now, unfortunately, all of these villagers are lazy and don't want to claim a job, but yeah, we have these wonderful new jungle villagers. And a little fun fact before we dive into the video. If you saw System Z's Jungle Village, that is the video that originally inspired me to come up with my own custom villages. His village is really cool, and hopefully I can live up to it. If you like my video, drop a like and subscribe, and tell me down below, what village or biome should I do next? So, the village, it's all over the place. I went with a village that is up in the trees for the most part because I thought that would be really fun to do. But we will start down here on the jungle floor next to my farmer setup. Now, the farmer has climbed on top of his house and is talking, the farmer has gone missing. The fisherman neighbors are just talking on top of the farmer's house, but this is what my vision for a little bit of a farm setup in the jungle would be. We don't have a whole lot of jungle floor space, so we just kind of have to work with what we have. I also thought beetroots would be really nice to grow in the jungle because of the intense tropical light color. We have a chest with some random loot, I imagine food stuff, and then a bed, so the farmer sleeps outside. I'm not too sure if the farmer will have fun dealing with zombies and stuff, but I guess that's how it is. He lives outside. Next up over here, we have the fisherman's house. This is a pretty small building. We do have a campfire up on the top to create a little chimney, and then a lantern hanging, and the barrels everywhere. Of course, a little fishing dock as well, fishing out into this jungle little lake here, and yep, that's pretty much it for the fisherman. I opted to not add any custom loot in any of the barrels, but that could totally be a thing. Now, of course, we need a way up into the trees, so I created this small little walkway that really just ascends us into the village. This building is a small house, so I guess this could be small house number 1. We have 2 floors with some beds. Of course, villagers can't really climb ladders, but we'll just pretend. And then on top, we have a little viewing area with a loot chest, actually. So again, more jungle-themed loot. This time we have some cod, some bamboo, and some saplings. But yeah, now, of course, the jungle village, doesn't have a lot of space. So I thought maybe building vertically would be a good idea and definitely would take advantage of this biome. The whole village is based around all of the jungle trees. Do I have... the vines. They kind of grow everywhere. But yeah, the whole village is based around the trees, of course. I thought that would be kind of fun to do. Some of the houses are around trees. Some of them are hanging off of trees. But this building is the Armorer's building. I always forget his name. So, of course, in here we have some furnaces and then a little bit of custom loot. A water bottle because, I guess the jungle's hot. I figured maybe the villager needs to cool down. But, yep, some blast furnaces in here, and then a bed, a carpet, and not really all that much else. But we can see the tree kind of caving into the building here, which I thought was kind of cool. For some of the builds in this village, I went with a really open feel, and that is because of the climate, right? This is a warm biome, so I kind of figured maybe leaving the roof open and having the leaves spill down into the build would kind of match the theme of such a warm environment. Now, also, don't think about the tree too much. It goes up, it disappears, and then it reappears up top, so just don't think about it. It makes a whole lot more sense when you don't think. But anyways, going back up the spiral staircase here around the tree, we have our next building, which is the smoker building. Now, down below, I actually have a pig containment cell because there's not much room, for an animal pen up here in the trees. So I figured maybe we build it into the tree a little bit. There are some trapdoors kind of encasing the pig, and then, of course, a way up and down in case, you fall into it or something like that. Of course, smokers here as well, and then a chest with no loot this time because I completely forgot. That's a little embarrassing, but it is what it is. Anyways, moving up this way, we have the town center. So the golem is exploring, I guess, the jungle tops, like doing his job, or not. And then over here we have a little cocoa bean bar is what I was going for. So some cocoa plants growing, and then lots of bells. I couldn't really make a custom thing in the middle here. I thought about a bamboo, but I liked the tree more, so I figured, instead of a cool centerpiece, we just go with some more bells that are hanging around the tree. I guess I can't reach those ones to ring in this. Interesting. But yep, so a little bit more bells, and then the custom banner here. It was meant to be like a vine type thing, but it's not entirely vine looking, so it's just cool. It's green and jungle themed. But going up this way, we have two houses. This is a very, very, very small house, just, I guess, small house number 2. And then over here, we have the Fletcher house. I did see the 2 villagers run off. I think one of them was the Fletcher. But we do have some loot in here this time. Arrows of slow falling. I thought that the potion of slow falling would make a lot of sense in this biome or village, considering, we're up in the air and maybe the villagers have accidents from time to time and fall off. So they're masters of the slow falling arrows and potions and stuff. Over here, there's a little weapon display case, crossbow and bow, of course, because 1.14. And yep, that's just about it. Another house with some leaves in the ceiling, though, and then, of course, a balcony as well. But going back outside here, we have a ladder that actually descends down this tree into the town temple building. So we have 2 clerics in here, brewing stands all over the place, and a hidden loot chest for those who explore the buildings. Potion of slow falling in here because of what I was just saying, and then more jungle loot. Back here, we just have a single bed, so one of these guys doesn't actually fully live here. And yeah, one thing that I haven't mentioned yet is the color theme. I went with green and brown because I felt that those 2 colors really symbolized the jungle and everything like that. So there's brown rugs and green beds and brown beds. But back here at the town center now, we will go this way. We'll go this way. So over here we have the cartographer's building. This building is not really on a tree. It's just on stilts here. But we do have a little pathway around this tree here. I thought this one worked a little better, and I did customize the tree a little bit, and I added lots of cocoa beans all around the town growing on trees. If you just kind of look around, they're growing everywhere. Now, this building is Small House 1. It's pretty much a duplicate of the first one that we saw. There's some loot in here. And, yep, pretty much the same building with just a tower of beds. And also, up here we have leaf walls. I thought that was kind of cool and really, really incorporated the tree a lot. But, again, don't think about the tree and all of that. Now, down here we have another room. It's a 3-story one. And a villager outside. How did you get out there? Are you hiding? It seems the librarian of the town has fallen off of a building. It's pretty dangerous living up here in the trees, so I guess it doesn't surprise me. Over here we have some ladders hanging, and I'm actually using barrier blocks to hang these ladders because unfortunately we can't hang ladders. I thought that would be kind of cool, and I really, really wish that we were able to hang ladders. I think that would be really cool. But this building is the stonecutter building, the mason. We have a stonecutter, a chest with no loot this time around, and then, yep, just kind of piles of clay and terracotta all around over here. Another open build, very, very open, and zombies could be a problem if if it was to ever turn nighttime in this world. But finally, this building is the library building. I had a lot of fun with this one. I thought this was a cool idea. I incorporated the books into the trees. So I swapped out some of the actual tree bark blocks for some bookcases because I thought that would be kind of cool, you know, having books going up the center tree there. And another one fell. Oh no. That seems like a common theme in the village. But over here we have a lectern, of course, and then a chest with some book-related loot in here. Back over at the cartographer's building, there was this chest as well with some map-related loot. But yep, that's the library. Just lots of bookcases and lots of bamboo as well. I wanted to plant some bamboo in some of the pots, so if you came to this village to loot it, you could make your way out with some bamboo, which is, of course, found in this biome but more specifically bamboo forests. But I think that pretty much does it for this village. That's everything that I built. Over here are the blocks that I used, so lots of oak, a little bit of spruce. I wanted to stick to wood tones that were found in this environment. However, spruce does match the jungle wood very, very well, so I did use some of that. But yep, mostly just wood this time around. Stone doesn't make sense up in the tree. I only used it in one instance, and that is for the chimney over here. But yeah, I wanted to, avoid using a bunch of rocks in the tree because, yep, it wouldn't make any sense at all in my opinion. But what do you think? Do you like it? I hope you do. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe, and check out the description. I have lots of my links down there. On the end slide, I'll link one of the other villages that I made, so if you haven't seen that, maybe you should check it out. And then go have a good day. My name is Waddles. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.